So when we were in California, we're pretty heavily involved in youth ministry and high school ministry of the church we were attending. And our high school pastor ended up planting a church in Northern California. We were in Southern at the time. And God presented an opportunity to step through a door and plant a church. And we didn't take that opportunity. I know it's kind of what haunted both Rhonda and I for quite some time that we didn't.
That would have required us to leave Southern California and our family to Northern California.
Right.
Without a job. We had a newborn baby. The emotions that we kind of went through, gosh.
I don't want to say in trepidation, but it was. I mean, so we were scared. I mean, we were young. I remember looking at Tyler, my oldest, when he was
6 months.
6 months. Those big old blue eyes, and thinking, I've got a pretty good job here in Southern California. The unknown is out there.
Right.
Figured it would work out, but I guess we really, honestly, we weren't trusting and putting our faith in God. We were scared, 23-year-old kids with a new baby and no job. I think fear was probably, we allowed the fear to kind of overwhelm us with that potential move, so.
Right. We did actually end up moving from Southern California to Central California after
that's right.
About a year. And I think it really hit us then that we could have done that. We could have made that move.
We didn't really, obey God's word on that. We didn't step through that door. And then so many years later, we're sitting in Rock Harbor and we heard the announcement that they would be planning a church in Meridian, where Doug and Heather would be spearheading that. And
right at that moment, John and I looked at each other and we both just said, we're going.
We're going to step through this door. We're not going to let another opportunity that God presents, not step through it.
And so right after service that day, I ran over to Heather and he ran over to Doug.
Without talking to each other.
Without talking, and we just both had a conversation with them and just let them know that we're going and we're all in and we are going to take that leap and be a part of this new church plant.
When we think back to uncertainty and how that kind of played into fear and froze us from making a decision, to fast forward to trusting God and listening to God and knowing that He's a good and just God and that He really wants the best for us. The things that we've been able to see unfold is really massive growth in the church, a massive connection into this community where we're able to impact the community. How many new Christians we're seeing and first-time Christians, and how we're winning hearts for the Lord and how His hand is just really working. So many times you don't get to see God's promises come full circle, and we're getting to a point now where we're talking about a building. When you have a bunch of people trusting in God and doing God's plan that He has for them, that amazing things will happen.